NFL Wild Card weekend is in the books, so that means it's time to take a look at the NFC Divisional Round matchups. I'm Harrison Graham here on NFL Daily by Chat Sports, but before we do that, I want to ask you this question. Who's going to win the NFC? Type GB for the Packers, type TB for the Buccaneers, type NO for the Saints, type LAR for the Rams. Get your votes in right now. 4 teams remaining in the NFC. Get your votes in now. And with that being said, we'll preview these 2 matchups coming up right now. We've gone from 7-4 in the NFC as Wild Card weekend is in the books. The Chicago Bears are out. The Seattle Seahawks are out. The Washington football team is out. As all 3 of those teams lose on a Wild Card weekend, the Packers had the bye. They will play in the divisional round. Saints beat the Bears, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were able to take care of business against Washington. So now you got the Packers against the Rams. That game will be on Saturday. Saints against Buccaneers. That'll be on Sunday. We'll take a look back at what happened this weekend and preview ahead NFC Divisional Round weekend as well. We'll take a look at the NFC Wild Card matchup between the Rams and the Seahawks. Weird game, right? Rams defense stepped up big time. John Wolford got the start for the Rams. He got injured. Jared Goff comes in, and he's able to do just enough, despite his fractured thumb, to get it done over Seattle. Sean McVay flat out outcoached Pete Carroll in this one, as the Seahawks offense could not get things rolling despite the Rams playing with an injured Jared Goff. But Cam Akers really the story for this game, and will need to be important moving forward, because who knows what the Rams QB situation will be next weekend. I would expect Jared Goff gets the start as that thumb continues to improve, but about every 3rd or 4th throw for Goff kind of came out weird. So leaning on the ground game, leaning on the defense, got it done against Seattle. We'll see if that can get it done for the Rams against the Packers as well. So the stage is set. Saturday, 4:35 Eastern Time. The Rams will head up to Green Bay. I'm sure it'll be cold. We'll see if snow could be in the forecast. Packers currently as 7-point favorites. The over-under is set at 46 points, but these lines will certainly fluctuate throughout the week. And I think it's going to be a tale of 2 groups, right? The Packers offense and the Rams defense. Offensively, the Green Bay Packers, one of the best in the league. 1st in scoring, 6th in yards per game. We know Aaron Rodgers is likely going to win the MVP, and they can run the football with Aaron Jones as well. Oh, and by the way, they don't turn the football over. That's pretty good. Defensively for the Rams, really good scoring defense. Number 1, total yards, passing yards. Oh, wait, they're number 1 in those categories as well. 3rd in rushing defense and 10th in takeaways. This Rams defense is elite, and we saw that on full display against the Seattle Seahawks this past weekend. So who you got? This one's on Saturday. Let me know in the comments section. Do you got the Packers or do you got the Rams? Type P for Packers, type R for Rams. While I think the Rams will be competitive, while I think this is going to be a good game, I just can't go against Aaron Rodgers at home in potentially bad weather against an injured Jared Goff. I will take the Packers in this one. I'm typing P in the comments. Let me know, P for Packers or R for Rams. Now, Chat Sports is your number 1 home for NFL news and rumors here on YouTube, so hit that subscribe button and don't miss any of our coverage here on the channel. Off-season coverage, free agency, draft, mock drafts, trade rumors are flying around. Have you heard of Deshaun Watson? He is surrounded in them, but there's going to be a lot of stuff all offseason long. And yes, throughout the playoffs, we'll continue to update the playoff picture for both the NFC and the AFC. So make sure you are subscribed and turn on those notifications so you don't miss any of our coverage here on Chat Sports. Take a look at the Bucs as they took care of business, I should say, over the Washington football team, 31-23. Shout out Taylor Heineke for actually playing pretty well for Washington for the injured Alex Smith, but not enough as Tom Brady and the Bucs able to get it done. They continue to play really good football as Brady threw for 381 and a couple of scores, and that defense does just enough to take care of business against Washington. Tom Brady, 43 the new 23. Who says no? 22 of 40, 381, 2 touchdowns, no picks. He's been on a tear for about 5 or 6 weeks now after kind of hitting that midseason lull. You know, he looked like a 43-year-old there for about a month in the middle of the year, but the Bucs are hitting their stride at the right time, and I think they've got a good chance to take down the New Orleans Saints in a matchup in which they'll play them for the 3rd time this season. Speaking of the Saints, NFC South matchup in the divisional round because the Saints took care of business against the Bears, 21-9, last-second touchdown for Chicago. Otherwise, that was a 21-3 game. Defense was the name of the game. Defense and third downs were key for New Orleans in taking down Chicago. Drew Brees was efficient. Alvin Kamara returned, and the Saints offense took care of business against the Bears. Their playoff woes from recent years are erased for now. They'll have to beat Tom Brady and the Bucs for a third time. We'll take a look more at that in a second, but first, we got face coverings available for up to 75% off for all 32 NFL teams, but obviously these NFC playoff teams as well. Chatsports.com/stay safe. Check out that link in the comments and in the description. I know this Rams 3-pack is $6.25. Usually it's over $20. Great deal, 75% off on those, 50% off on most. Chatsports.com/stay safe. Get yourself a face covering today. We want to pack our stadiums next year. You may have to wear one of these if we are able to do so. So go ahead and take advantage at chatsports.com/stay safe. That link will be in the comments and it'll be in the description. So this, I think, is the better of the two matchups this weekend. Look, New Orleans took care of Tampa Bay twice in the regular season in the NFC South, and neither were particularly competitive. In Week 1, Tom Brady was kind of up and down. He looked like a quarterback playing with a new team for the first time in 20 years. Oh, wait, because that's what the situation was. 34-23, Saints started off well with that Week 1 victory. And then in Week 9, this was kind of when the Bucs were in that lull. They started to kind of not play that well. 38-3. They got absolutely bulldozed in that matchup. But now, I think you look back, a lot of things have changed. The Bucs have gotten a lot better, especially offensively. The defense continues to be solid, and they've added a piece in Antonio Brown who's given them a nice punch. Tom Brady's playing his best football of the season, whereas Drew Brees missed some time with injury and just returned recently. So I think both these teams are playing really good football right now, but the Bucs especially are a different team in comparison to what they were back in Week 9 certainly, and even in Week 12 or 13. The last month or so, they've played a lot better. So who do you got? Tom Brady, by the way, has never lost to the same team 3 times in a season. This would be a first if the Saints were to beat him. Type S for Saints, type B for Buccaneers. Who do you guys have in this divisional round matchup? Let me know in the comments. This game on Sunday, 6:40 p.m. Eastern Time. S for Saints or B for Bucs. So there you have it. You got your two matchups. You got the Los Angeles Rams at the Green Bay Packers. Again, that one will be Saturday, 4:35 Eastern Time up in Green Bay. We'll see how much of a factor the weather is in that one. No weather factor down at the Superdome because obviously indoors in New Orleans. Sunday, 6:40 Eastern. Bucs are 3.5-point underdogs, but basically a pick 'em because home teams usually get favored 3 extra points there. So Vegas views that as a pick 'em type of game. Bucs, Saints, third time this year. So these two matchups will be very, very interesting. So 4 teams remaining in the NFC. We'll ask you this question one more time, and then we will sign off. Who wins the NFC? Type GB for the Packers, type TB for the Buccaneers, type NO for the Saints, type LAR for the Rams. Get your votes in and subscribe to the channel. We'll have NFL videos throughout the postseason.